In this demonstration, I'm going to be showing you the new Duct tool that is now available with CoolSim 4.4. So the way the Duct tool works is up in the upper left-hand side, you see all of the objects. If I mouse over them, it'll tell you what they are. You'll notice at 4.4 I have a new one called Duct. Duct is a new tool that allows you to model ducts and diffusers. Again, it's a drag and drop. You use your left mouse, push down on it, and drag and drop it into the room. What you can then do is double-click it and open the editor. This is true of all CoolSim objects. They can now all be opened. The editors for the objects can be opened with a simple double-click. So I double-click the left mouse button and I get this nice panel that comes up and allows me to do all kinds of things. Now I can continue to interact with the model and watch the effect that my changes have. For example, we have these sliders here, start X, start Y. By moving them, it moves the object up and down in the scene dynamically. You can do it with a slider, or you can also do it with hard commands like this that you apply, and it just puts them wherever you want them. What we can also do is, of course, change orientation. So I actually want this in the Z direction, and if I flip over here to top view, I can line that up on top of these two cooling units because these are upflows, just standard upflow cooling units, and I'm going to want to connect them. First thing I want to do is connect the cooling units to the main header, the main duct. You see in the UI for the duct designer, you see the first duct being laid out, duct 0, and here are the parameters for it. We can change its dimensions, we can change its size, we can change anything about it in the three axes that we're choosing to operate in, which are designated in the lower left-hand corner. Z is down, X is to the right, Y positive straight out of the room. So here I want to make it long enough to get to the other duct, and what we've added is something called the smart length. You can adjust the length by hand. You see this parameter right here allows you to adjust it. You can always do that, but we've also added something called smart length, which will increase the length of the duct to the next object that it hits. In this case, that would be the wall. So I simply hit smart length, and you see that duct continues all the way to the wall. Now, if there was something in the way, it would go to that object and stop. If you hit it again, it will continue through it. So now I have my main duct in place, and now I want to connect it to these cooling units. So I can close this, or I can add subduct. Let me close and show you how it works this way. Over here, I can just point to where I want the subduct to occur. So I want it to connect to this cooling unit. So I point to the bottom where I want the subduct to appear. I right mouse, click, and add duct. I could also add a diffuser, but let me add the duct. And you see that duct occurs right just about where I want it, and the editor opens for the subduct. This is a smaller editor. It's only for the subduct only, not the entire thing, just subduct 0. Again, I can center, I can change its dimensions, I can change its length, but we also have here something called connecting duct. And as long as this subduct is close to the cooling unit, I can use connecting duct to attach them by simply hitting that box, and you see it's connected. So this is a very, very quick way. Here's another one I want to connect. This one, I just say add duct, connect, bang, done. So I now have a main duct with connections to the crack units. Now let's say I wanted to come across the room and bring it through this wall. This is a simple design here with a wall connecting two sections of the room. The wall is in this case a baffle. Say I wanted to add a subduct coming out into this section. I just point to where I want the subduct to occur, right mouse it, add duct, and you see it pops right out there. Now I can change its length and its size, but I can also bring it into the room using smart length. So the first thing I'll do is hit smart length, and you see it brings it to the wall and stops. But if I hit it again, it goes through the wall and then bangs into the first block. And we'll do this successively. So now it's gone through the wall, it's put a hole in the wall for me, and that's fine, that's what I want. Now if I wanted to bring another subduct into this direction, I just point to where I want it, right mouse click it, add duct, and there's my next duct. And again, I can interact with the model. I can view it in any direction I want. If I wanted it to go all the way across the room, I just hit Smart Length, and there you have it. It's all the way across. Again, I can interact at any point. Now, if I wanted to add down ducts, extensions that go down into the cold aisle, again, I just point, right mouse, add duct, change the length, whatever I want it to be, close it. And then if I wanted to put diffusers on the end, right mouse, point where I want the diffuser, add diffuser. And you see the percent area open is set there to go to. I can change it to whatever I want. Change its size just like before. I can add diffusers anywhere. I could put diffusers wherever I want them using that same method. So I could put a diffuser there. I need a couple in this room. Maybe I want it off the main duct. I can add diffuser. I'll put it right there. And adjust these percent area open on the diffusers to actually balance the room. Now at any time if I want to change something, I can open the entire editor here, edit the entire, oh that's the subduct, edit the entire thing, open Duct Designer. And what I'm able to do is walk through the tree and actually look at the subducts and the diffusers anywhere I want and make adjustments. For example, if I wanted to get rid of this diffuser, which is highlighted in the scene right there, you can see it's lit up. I can just say remove selected and it will take it out. So by walking through the tree, you can change things however you want. DT stands for duct, DF stands for diffuser, and you see it's hierarchical. So a very nice tool. You can run these models. They all work quite well, and this tool I think will save a tremendous amount of time for you building ducted systems. Thank you.